How's it going, guys? Series here. With the league kind of dying right now, I wanted to revisit some old strats. I wanted to specifically revisit Harbingers to see how good they have aged with the progress of the league. I will be farming 100 tier 16 8 mod corrupted jungle valleys with the divination card apothecary scried to jungle valley. As you can see right here, where is it? There it is. I have scried the defiled cathedral. I have never dropped an apothecary this league. I have dropped a lot of good divination card. I have dropped 3 damnation cards, a few stacks of 7 years bad luck, but never the apothecary, so we might just get lucky this time around. Now, in terms of the maps, just 6 mod corrupted, nothing really special. In terms of the scarabs, we'll be running 2 scarabs of harbingers. This will add 6 additional harbingers to our map. We'll be running 1 scarab of obelisks. This is just some extra currency. The harbinger scarab of regency will have a 50% chance to replace our harbingers with a powerful harbinger boss, and this does stack with the atlas tree. And finally, we'll be running a harbinger scarab of warhordes, so we can duplicate the shards dropped by the harbingers. Now, in terms of the atlas, nothing really special. We're just running all the harbinger nodes, almost all the scarab nodes, all the increased effect of explicit modifier nodes, except for chiseled perfection. I am taking the quant wheel and the inner quant wheel. We're taking these 2 nodes for a chance to drop maps that are influenced. However, I am not taking singular focus. I want to drop as many influenced maps as possible. We're taking blue altars for more quant and a chance for this divine orb altar. We are favoring ambush scarabs. And finally, I am taking beyond as well. This will add a lot more monsters to the map, and I am taking the swarming hives for 30% more divination cards in our maps. We are not blocking any content, I just don't care about those anymore. Now, in terms of investment, I really didn't pay anything for the strat. I had everything from before because I was farming a lot of abyss. Now, if you wanted to pay for such a strategy yourself, you would be paying about 1.2 divines for 200 harbinger scarabs, 0.5 divines for 100 harbinger scarabs of obelisks, 3.1 divines for 100 regency, and 3.1 for the 100 scarabs of warhordes. As for the maps, I believe you can buy each map for 15C, of course 8 mod corrupted on TFT, however you can find them for a lower price, and the total price if you pay for the maps 15C per map would be 9.5 divines. And finally, we will be using harbingers on the map device, of course, and this will cost you an extra 1.5 divines for 100 maps. So in total, we'll be talking 1.5 plus 1.2 plus 3.1 plus 3.1 plus 0.5 plus 9.5 for a total of 18.9, or let's say just 19 divines for 100 maps. So 18 divines for 100 maps, this is very cheap right now. If you divide 18 by 100, we'll be talking just 0.2 divine per map, which is currently about 31C. This is nothing. This is a very cheap strat right now, especially when you compare that to Alva, to Abyss, to Blight. Now I will leave you with the highlights, and we'll be back later on to discuss the loot. So after 100 maps, we didn't drop any mirror shards nor apothecaries. However, we did drop a lot of good stuff. Let's start with the fracturing orbs. We did drop 5. I did not drop a full fracturing orb. All of them were shards, so I would say you can expect about a full fracturing orb each 20 maps. This seemed quite consistent. In terms of other stuff, we got orbs of annulment and ancient orbs. They're about evenly weighted. We'll drop a ton of exalts, some divines, and a boatload of chaos orbs. One sacred orb. In the tainted currency, we did get 2 tainted exalted orbs. We didn't got any tainted divine drops. A few other stuff right here. 7 value puzzle boxes. In my dump A, I have some good scarabs and the expensive ones right here. We did drop 3 containment. We dropped some tier 17s, some tier 16.5s, some uniques that can sell for about 30 to 50 chaos, some blueprints, the invitations. We did get those 2 rings. This one right here can sell maybe for about 100 C, and this one right here I think we get about 2 to 3 divines for it because it has the damage recouped as life. Now what does Wealthy Exile say? We are looking at in the currency tab at about 100 divines worth of currency. The fracturing orb taking the lead, with each one worth about 8 divines. The chaos orbs are worth 17 divines, so it's worth picking up your chaos shards, of course. In my dump A, we have about 18 divines worth of scarabs, 1 divine worth of blueprints, some chaos worth of uniques. As for the maps, we do not forget that it does not price the 16.5s correctly. Now we do have 18 16.5s, and these do sell for 0.4 divines each. If we multiply 18 by 0.5, we're looking at around 7.2 divines for these maps right here. Or you can just horizon orb them till they are canyon or lighthouse, and you can sell them or run them yourself. It will be easier. So if you calculate the profit right here, 110 divines plus the 31 divines from our dump tab plus the 7.2 divines from our originator maps, we're looking at around 150 divines minus the 18 divines of investment. We're looking at 130 divines of pure profit. So Harbingers right now are really profitable, especially if you run them on 8 mod corrupted maps, because we will have a lot of pack size and a lot of quant. You will be dropping more than just the shards from the Harbingers. However, if you want this farm to be faster and you just want to focus on Harbingers, you can run your maps just white, because Harbingers do not scale with quant nor pack size. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions about the farm or anything else, leave them in the comments. I will try to answer everything. And as always, like if you like, subscribe if you want, and thank you for watching.